Hi all. Yeah, I think I just need something in the opening as a surprise weapon. So knight c6 or knight c3 is white, I think. Instead of d4, c4, e4, what about knight c3 is white? And against e4, yeah, knight c6. I could carve this into a surprise weapon. So with bishop g4. Is that possible here? I think so. There's no bishop f7s here. Try castle, bishop f7 and knight e5. E5. So as long as the opponent doesn't know the theory, I'm fine with this. In fact, bishop takes f3 looks actually kind of good for black, with the double pawns. Bishop b4, double the other pawns. Sacking f7. Knight f6, bishop e6, king b8. I don't know, I've got some counterplay. Things like maybe knight h5 or knight d4. Looks like an active game for black. I just want a playable position, just to get people out of their opening book in 5-minute chess, or even in long games. You know, statistically, believe it or not, even in Hertfordshire League, which has adjudications, I was doing well with surprise openings. There's a lot to be said for taking away the comfort of people's memorised plans, strategies, tactics and stuff. It makes it easier for them to play like a total grandmaster if they're very comfortable with the position. So here, the opponent's taking quite a while. This FIDE master, I'm not sure he's that comfortable with the position. Bishop f7. I don't know, knight f6. Okay. E4 is almost tempting here. Try and give my queen over to the king side. Then maybe knight e5 would threaten knight takes c4 and knight takes f3. But then I suppose queen e2. Queen e2. Does that work? Why not just knight d4? Actually, e4 might not be that bad. I think I'm going to go for it, because I don't really want white to have control over e4. I'd rather just use e5. So knight e5 here. So queen e2. But maybe, queen e2, bishop c3. Or knight c4, then bishop c3. You'll have triple pawns. This position, triple pawns. Now, instead of queen c3, what about knight f6 first? Queen c3 though, I don't know. Looks good as well, queen c3. I'll try that. Double pawns, isolated pawn. With knight f6, I think this is a success for black. In the opening, bishop a7, I don't know, rook d2. If I can get knight f6, my rook's into the game. Suppose he's got bishop g5. He's relying on bishop g5. Take on d8 first, bishop g5. Rook d6. e5. Rook e6. How about knight h5 here? Knight h5. Or h6, just h6, just stopping. Is that any good? Stopping bishop g5's Try it. Because maybe G5, positional knight H5. Just trying to restrain the dark squares. Okay, knight H5 here. There's F4, G6. Does he really want to play that? What about G5 first? Mind you, this diagonal, asking for a tactical disaster. I'll play knight H5. It's almost like... Okay, so bishop d4 is coming up. Play knight f4 here, force the bishop off, or rook d5 first. That will undouble the pawns though, so knight f4. I think knight f4. Just trying to get the g file working. He doesn't want to exchange off a pair of rooks, surely. Okay, that just c6. Just trying to get the d file. Forget the king side. Just try and get d2. That'll be winning as well. We'll just get control of d2. Okay, queen takes rook d8. It's to be avoided. Rook takes healing pawns is probably to be avoided as well. That does queen e5. Sitting on the position a bit. It's got fractured pawns everywhere on the queen side. Now, just rook to g3. Try to undouble these pawns at the very least, if not going for the attack. Okay, can play for... Oh. Okay, king b8 is going to get precarious all of a sudden. Because of that move, he's got check and better row mate ideas. I completely messed this up. Play for queen e8, queen d6, queen e8. Keep the back row then, a6. Play a6 and queen out somewhere. Queen to c5 in fact. So a6 and queen c5. Or queen b4. Oh, he's tying that up. Queen g7. Trying to come into somewhere. b2. h7. Actually, rook h8. Switching where I'm attacking. Queen h5 first. So attack e5. So just get an excuse for rook h8 or tempo. Okay, if I take this rook d8, I'll get the king off here. I was threatening queen c6 now. So I'll take on h4. Is that a disaster? Oh god, am I getting mated? Seconds. Threatening queen a2, queen e5. Oh, I'll go for queen a2, better than nothing. Queen c2, queen c5 is a threat. check. Oh, he ran out of time. That's a shame. He was doing very well there. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, what about if his king moves, which he rook g8 looks dangerous in that position. There's no rook f8, he's going to get mated if he's not careful. There's no queen d4, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm better here in this final position. So I think I lost to this guy yesterday, so this is an interesting surprise opening. So he had serious fractured pawns out of it, and but yeah, getting a pawn on g3 maybe wasn't the hottest plan in the world. I didn't need to do that. Alright, please leave any comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.